Bears in a very must-win situation for the SUNY playoff contention. I'm your host, Nick Stetter. Tonight, beside me is Logan Weingartner. And Logan, pretty intense matchup tonight. What does the previous results for both these teams look like?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Nick. No doubt it's an intense matchup with playoff implications. Two evenly matched SUNY foes. So, in their last matchup, the Lakers did tie 1-1 with the SUNY New Paltz Hawks. And the Bears, however, lost 2-1 to the SUNY Morrisville Mustangs. So I'd say both teams, they'll be racing extra hard tonight for a win when we wind down on the regular season and head into SUNYAC tournament play, Nick.
Must win is the name of the game, Logan. And also looking at the history of this matchup we see right here, the Bears versus the Lakers. What do we see when we look at that matchup history, Logan?
Yeah, their matchup dates back to 1958, sort of a storied rivalry. Oswego holds the advantage, though, 39, 19, and 9, as it does date back to 1958. And in the last matchup from October 16th of last year, which was in Potsdam, the two teams tied 1-1 with Tajay Ellis scoring for the Lakers late. And for the Bears, it was Zach Cunningham, Nick.
That's amazing to hear. It's a 1-1 game. This game might be just as close. But let's look at some individual statistics on this season so far. We got Sarixi Lindsay and Tajay Ellis, 2 goals apiece on this season, leading for the Oswego Lakers. And if we look at the Potsdam Bears, Thomas Wendell, 4 goals, 2 assists. He's got 10 total points on the season, Logan. Logan Bush, 2 goals on the season. They've scored more goals than the Oswego State Lakers. But why do the Lakers have a better record, Logan?
Yeah, I'd say it's just because of the defensive ability of the Lakers. You know, Potsdam still has a good defense, but the Lakers have Kyle Rose in net. Started 10 games out of 11 total played with 60 saves and a .833 save percentage. Already racking up a SUNYAC Defensive Athlete of the Week. Now for the Bears, they split goalies, Kelman Schwartz. So for the Lakers, I'd say they have the goalie advantage, although the Bears have 2 good goalies, but the Lakers run, I'd say, more calculated and stronger at times defense, Nick. That's the separation between the both teams.
That's a very good point, Logan. And I'm looking at a score prediction for myself and you tonight. I don't know what you're thinking, but for me, I think the Oswego Lakers have been on an uprising streak recently. They've been playing better in games, keeping them a lot closer. I believe that the Oswego Lakers will take this game 2-0, maybe 3-1. I believe Ian Husselbeck, number 4, is going to get a goal on the season. And Tajay Ellis might get one as well. What do you think, Logan?
Yeah, we're in about the same realm, Nick. So I searched something. The Lakers have 2 first-half goals on the season out of 8 total. So I'd say Tajay Ellis scores 2 late, and I'm in the same boat as you. 2-0 Lakers with Ellis, 2 goals on the game.
And thank you, Logan. And we will go to a quick break right now. We will see you after this break on WTOP 10.
Get rid of all the questions. Error. Yeah, okay. I just went around that stuff. DOE went through 6, 5, 2, 1.
If only we had someone who could tell us what we should and shouldn't watch.
Well, do we have a show for you?
Who are you?
What are you doing in my bag?
On Be Kind and Rewind, we will go through and review all your favorite movie franchises.
And tell you which ones you should and shouldn't watch from the perspective of normal movie fans.
Well, be sure to check out Be Kind and Rewind on WTOP 10.
Welcome to WTOP 10. Brisk evening tonight, windy evening tonight. The weather is getting colder as we get later into the year, Logan. And this is a tense matchup right now. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think it'll certainly be a very good battle that we have on deck here. As I said before in the openings, two very evenly matched teams. Offensive-minded, I'd say. Because as you cited, Thomas Wendell, 4 goals on the season. And Sirixi Lindsay and Tajay Ellis have 2 of their own. So both teams will be relying on their primary strikers heavily in this matchup, Nick.
And I believe so. I agree with you, too. The starting lineup for the Oswego Lakers tonight consists of Kyle Rose in net, Benjamin Brooks at right back. The 2 center backs are TJ Tanner and Scout McCumsky. The left back being Ryan Bulis. The 2 midfielders being Vladimir Lavranenko and Kieran Husselbeck. And the right wing and left wings are Ethan Caruana and Ian Husselbeck. And the 2 strikers up top, Derek Rivera and Tajay Ellis, playing a 4-2-4. Used to play a 4-1-2-1-2 at the start of the season, have switched it up. And for the Potsdam Bears, we're looking at Neptali Castro starting, Logan Bush, J.J. Williams. We're looking at Leo Hector starting, Matthew Mapes, Kyan Matthew, Kyan Teed, Andres Arce. In goal will be James Kelm, and also 26 for the Mustangs, Brody Spillman and Josue Escobar. Logan, we're in for a treat, aren't we, tonight?
We certainly are. As you cited, that 4-2-4 formation puts an emphasis on keeping the ball out wide and being able to make plays. And I just want to touch on, it's interesting that the Lakers' primary offensive engine, Sirixi Lindsay, is not in the matchup with 2 goals. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Maybe Coach thinks he could be an interesting addition off the bench. Certainly not opposed to that. So it'll be interesting throughout the matchup to see how that plays out as we get underway here, Nick.
Dan Kane has his options and he has his choices. A very deep squad for the Oswego Lakers. Potsdam looking to kind of thwart that depth maybe and just kind of get a quick goal and make Dan Kane think about the changes he needs to make into this game. And as we approach kickoff here, Tajay Ellis will kick the ball off. Oswego Lakers get the ball first, meaning the Potsdam Bears will get the ball in the second half.
Yeah, it'll be a very interesting matchup. Potsdam and Lakers both with over 115 shots on the season. So as I said, very much an emphasis on offense throughout this match.
And we start the game, Bulis with a long ball over to Tajay Ellis. Ball played over right into the feet of Benjamin Brooks. Ball played through to Tajay Ellis. Tajay trying to work the defense right there. Finding a through ball out there to Ethan Caruana, but it gets cleared out to the wing and kicked out of bounds for a Lakers throw. Benjamin Brooks on the throw-in, looking for a target. The Lakers moving around, trying to find an option. Kind of standing stonewall right now. Tajay Ellis bodies him off the ball. Caruana in the box, trying to find some way to get through, and blocked off Tajay for a Bears goal kick.
Yeah, and so far, I know it's only not even a minute into the match, but we can see the defensive tenacity that these teams want to apply throughout the entire game. And another thing that the Lakers cannot afford to have is miscues, because we've seen it can be costly to them throughout this season.
James Kelm with the short kick, played out to Josue Escobar. One quickly off the press by Ian Husselbeck there, and for a Bears throw. Escobar looking for somebody open in the midfield here. A deep throw down the line. Husselbeck wins the header. And now trying to swing the field here. That's number 11, J.J. Williams, plays it down to Brody Spillman, who plays it in the middle there. Try to find the through ball over to J.J. Williams, kicked out by Benjamin Brooks for a Bears throw once again. And now here we go. Brody Spillman looking down the line, trying to find a ball there. Great throw there. Played from Leo Court into the middle. Sorry, that's my fault. Leo Hector, my apologies. And it's cleared out by the Oswego State Lakers. Tajay looking for a ball in. Can he get through? And it's easily contained by James Kelm.
Yeah, and it's going to be Tajay. It's going to be Tajay who's going to want to apply that pressure. He's going to be in a lot of those races down to the goal to see if he can win those one-on-ones and try to put a shot on net.
Josue Escobar once again on the throw-in. He's seen a lot of action so far from the sideline. Ball is bodied off, trying to win it again to the Potsdam Bears. Oswego get possession back, lose it immediately again, but Derek Rivera, amazing hustle there. 1-2 fashion ball, and we'll get a foul called in the middle of the Bears' territory.
Yeah, Nick, very back and forth game so far, alternating possessions, and now the Lakers going to take it.
Looks like they're trying to set the team up for a long ball in. A little miscommunication going on as they play it deep to Ethan Caruana on the wing. Both of them missed the header. Caruana trying to get there before it gets out of bounds. Great hustle by Caruana, but Brody Spillman all over him trying to find somebody. Hasselbeck just wasn't there, though. They cut off the spot, and now Brody Spillman trying to take it down the line here. Ball is played into the midfield. That is Kyan Teed, who just made the pass into J.J. Williams. A through ball made over to Logan Bush now, trying to outpace Scout McCumsky. T.J. Tanner wins the ball off from Hasselbeck, hustling back. Ryan Bulis controls the ball and sends it up to Jay Ellis again. And we're seeing a lot of bomb ball being played by the Oswego State Lakers, Logan.
Yeah, that's what the Lakers have been able to do this season, though. They've been able to win those races. That's what's probably caused an uptick in their success in recent matches. So if they can take that, if they can be a step ahead of the Bears.
To Jay Ellis. What a clear there by James Kelm. And yeah, a beautiful 1-2 play. A couple of easy passes connecting. Found an opening for TJ to maybe get through on goal. The Lakers have been doing that very well in the start of this game. Potsdam hasn't had much of the possession, but when they have, they've tried to play wide with the game and try to stay on the wing. But here we go again. Benjamin Brooks now wide. A lot of space, looking for somebody. Easy win by J.J. Williams, though, for a Lakers throw-in. Great deflection by Williams there. Good hustle on the ball. Benjamin Brooks throws deep. Derek Rivera trying to muscle out the Potsdam defender. Vladimir Lavrinenko, the freshman, trying to win the ball back, and Potsdam gets the ball back. J.J. Williams running down the wing. Great slide there, but Williams gets the ball back. Swung out to Josue Escobar. Escobar down the sideline looking for somebody. Plays a long ball cross field to Leo Hector. Headed out by Benjamin Brooks, the captain of the Oswego Lakers. Clears the ball out straight over to try to get to Derek Rivera, gets through to Jay Ellis, scoops the ball after a mistouch, and now he's trying to run down the wing here, looking for anybody. Caruana with the ball in the final attacking third of these Potsdam Bears half. But now to Jay trying to swing the ball over to Ryan Bulis. All the space he could ask for, looking for Ian Hasselbeck on that wing, finally plays him. Hasselbeck running down the sideline, a defender on his back, and brought down right outside of the box, Logan. What do you think is being made from this free kick?
Yeah, I mean, the Lakers are just going to try to create any opportunity they can. I think Ellis will be the focal point of this, but things getting chippy early. As we saw, a hard collision made both players go down. So we'll see if that can keep transitioning into the game. And I think, Nick, Tajay Ellis will be the spearheader of a lot of Lakers' offensive attacks throughout this entire game. He's a really big body, imposes his will on the defenders in those one-on-ones.
Do you think he shoots this?
I think he does. Honestly, we'll see where he goes.
That's Ryan Bulis about to take this free kick here. He might be looking for a cross. We have about 5 Lakers in the box. Now switching to Jay Ellis taking the kick. Now I feel like there might be more of a shot coming.
Yeah, honestly, Tajay with that power foot, golden heel, as I like to say. We'll see what he can make of this, Nick.
Shots up, deflected for a corner kick now. Kind of underwhelming there by TJ Ellis, but a shot's a shot. They get another set piece out of it, and I believe it will be Ryan Bulis of the Oswego Lakers taking the kick as Potsdam tries to just get this ball out of the half. This game has been mostly Oswego right now. A lot of possession in the Lakers' favor. Potsdam trying to get a feel of this Laker turf, perhaps. Ball whipped in by Bulis to Jay looking for the header. That was Ethan Caruana and scooped up after a mess by James Kelm. Great play by the keeper there.
Yeah, Kelm able to navigate that sea of white and black jerseys. Very elite showing by him there.
Brody Spillman plays it down the wing to J.J. Williams, who's been everywhere for the Potsdam Bears recently. Ball mistouched by Logan Bush, and that will be a Lakers throw-in for Benjamin Brooks. Tanner checks back for the ball, looking for anybody. Finds Kyle Rose, the keeper. Rose looking for his options. Finds Scout McCumsky. Easy time. All the time in the world for Scout McCumsky there, who plays wide to Bulis. Really utilizing the wings this game, the Oswego State Lakers. And Potsdam really just playing a very conservative press right now. They want to press a lot, but not too much. McCumsky tries to play Hasselbeck in the middle, and Hasselbeck makes a great play to Derek Rivera. Rivera playing great 1-2 passing recently, and Kieran Hasselbeck taking it up the wing. Tried to find somebody. The run wasn't there, but Tajay is sprinting down the line, trying to get a call. and the call is made for a goal kick. Great hustle by TJ, though, there.
It certainly was, and that's what Coach Dan Kane likes to see out of him. And as you said, Potsdam playing that conservative press. Yeah, you never want to overcommit because that can lead to turnovers, and eventually offense can get past you. So I think it's a very good defensive strategy of them so far, very evenly matched.
Indeed, Logan. And now we have Kai and Matthew on the ball, clearing it up top for Logan Bush, trying to make a run there. Leo Hector finds the through, but he mistouches it. A lot of mistouches at the top of the key for these Potsdam Bears right now. They really got to hone that ball in. And now we're looking at TJ Tanner on the ball, trying to find an easy option. Might not find it. Finds Scout McCumsky through two Potsdam Bears attackers. And now Kieran Hustlebeck on the ball, the focal point of that midfield. Kieran Hustlebeck, he's had a great season so far. Not on the stat sheet, but a great passer for these Oswego Lakers. And the ball is won by Potsdam and cleared out over the top for Oswego throw. And that will be Ryan Bulis taking this throw in.
Yeah, it seems, Nick, that neither team can really gain a clear edge so far. Both goalies and back ends on defense making very good stops. So now we see Tajay Ellis trying to evade the defense.
TJ Ellis finding a ball back to Ian Hustlebeck. Bulis kind of in a rut. Great play to Hustlebeck here, who's got open space. Finds Rivera. Rivera trying to win against that defender right there. That was Kaya Matthew who took the ball off of him, and J.J. Williams who plays it through down the line. Trying to find Leo Hector there. That was Neptali Castro. And now we got the ball back with Nia Lakers' feet. We got Ian Hustlebeck right here trying to make a play. Plays it all the way back to TJ Tanner. Tanner swings it out to Benjamin Brooks on the wing. Looking for somebody to find a play to. Finds Ethan Caruana, who's in the midfield. Lavranenko finds a beautiful ball to Hustlebeck, and the ball is right back in the possession of the Oswego State Lakers, just playing around the back, trying to tire out these Potsdam Bears. Ian Hustlebeck, great move there to avoid the tackle attempted, my apologies, by Neptali Castro. And Scout McCumsky again loses the ball in a turnover situation. Leo Hector tries to play through ball to Kyan Teed, but Ryan Bulis, in the nick of time, hustles back and plays an easy ball down to Kyle Rose.
Yeah, and that's what he's been able to do all season. That's what the Lakers want to see from him. He's able to be a step ahead of the Bears and win those one-on-one battles to get it back to Rose and for the Lakers to reset possession as he gets it now on offense.
A scary mistake by McCumsky, saved by Bulis, but now we have the ball played in. Potsdam trying to work around the possession. Number 17, Andres Arce, just played the ball back over to Jose Escobar. Now the ball's into attack. J.J. Williams on the wing. You see Brody Spillman making that backdoor run. He left it for Spillman. Spillman trying to cross the ball into Logan Bush. Logan Bush trying to win it, and that's a goal for the Potsdam Bears. What a ball that is by Brody Spillman, and what a slick header that was for Logan Bush. Logan Bush, 3 goals on the season. Logan, what do you got to say about that?
That was just a very calculated play all around by the Bears. First, it started with them being able to get it past midfield and getting sort of an advantage on the Lakers. And then when they crossed more into the Lakers' side, Logan Bush just able to gain an edge over his defender. And then Kyle Rose, maybe Rose, coming out too early. And Logan just heads it right through to make it 1-0.
And I believe the defense was very slacking on that play. Really didn't follow their runners there. Really didn't make a really good read of that run. And Logan Bush just kind of had a 1v1 with Rose, and he got there before him. And now the ball is kicked back in. We're going to do a play. Ethan Caruana trying to find a gap. Quick goal for the Potsdam Bears here. Maybe they could use that momentum. But to Jay Ellis on the wing. 34 minutes left in the first half. And the ball is kicked out for a Laker throw-in. Lavranenko resetting the play quick.
Nick, we'll have to see how much touches Tajay Ellis has after this game, because the Lakers certainly putting a focal point on him, getting a heavy load early.
Tajay Ellis falls in the box, no call. He gets straight back up. Tajay scrambling with the ball, and that ball is kicked out, batted around, and it is called for a goal kick for these Potsdam Bears. And my apologies, we have 33 minutes and 54 seconds left on the clock. I was not exact with my time before. Now I am. Potsdam looking to just keep this lead now, maybe even score another one, Logan.
Yeah, I mean, their emphasis this entire season has really been putting an emphasis I say again, on urgency early. So they've been able to do that. And the Lakers, we've seen them be more of a second half team. As I said in the pregame, They have 8 total goals on the season, and 6 of those have come in the late stages, in the latter half of the game. So we'll see if that's more of their game plan as we transition into these final 30 minutes.
TJ Ellis looking for the ball. It's going all over the place. A high kick there by Arden Arce. And now miscommunication by the Oswego State Lakers. Let's Potsdam recover the ball, but Kieran Husselbeck really gets out there and now is running down the wing. Ian behind him, his brother. Now Ian gets the ball off the tackle by the Potsdam Bears. Ian trying to find a play. Bulis plays Rivera in the middle. Husselbeck now dribbling the ball. Brought down. No call. Husselbeck gets fouled on the ball. And we have another free kick in Potsdam territory.
Nick, what do you think is going to happen from this free kick?
I believe that they want it bad. They need a goal here. Bulis is looking like the one to take it. In my opinion, that shows me that it's going to be a cross here. I think TJ is the one to take it when they want to shoot. Scout McCumsky's taken a couple free kicks, too, when it's come to shooting the ball. But I believe this is a cross by Ryan Bulis. And looking for TJ here. Ball is whipped in. Header missed. I believe that was Scout McCumsky who angrily slaps the ground after the play. We have a goal kick. If he gets his head on that ball, what do you think happens?
I think it goes through, honestly. I think it evades the goalie and it goes through because it evades Kelm, that is, goes through because Potsdam wasn't totally on their defensive game there, so the Lakers could have snuck one through, but all for nothing as the Lakers are not able to connect on that.
Both defensive teams really not following their runners. They got to both tighten up on that if Potsdam wants a shutout and if Oswego want to keep them at 1 goal, they really got to tighten up on that ball. But now we have a throw-in from Josue Escobar, brought down. Scout McCumsky kind of just threw down. I believe that is Logan Bush on the wing there. Apologies, that is not Logan Bush. But we have a free kick from Josue Escobar just kind of standing there. He's looking for something, maybe even a short. Everyone's going deep. It's in the box. It's looking like it's going to be a crossing opportunity for the Potsdam Bears.
Yeah, we'll see what has to come of this. A lot of these stoppages in play, and then a kick can result in something meaningful, so we'll see what happens.
Ball's whipped in. McCumsky off his chest. Hustleback easily clears there. Josue tries to head it back into play by Williams. And now Neple Castro trying to win. What a slide there by Ryan Bulis. That's an amazing defensive play there, but it leads to a Potsdam Bears throw-in. Are we looking at a long throw or a short throw, Logan?
I'm thinking a short throw here, and then the Bears try to develop it into something further. But, of course, they know best, so we will see what happens.
Josue looking for an option. Can't find one. Tries to throw it in the middle to Logan Bush. Ball is it was attempted to be crossed in, but we're going to see a Potsdam Bears corner. And it looks like that would be Matthew Mapes taking the corner, I believe.
Yeah, Nick, and after these last 2 kick-ins, the Lakers really getting some textbook defensive stops, which we want to see carry into these final 30 minutes.
Ball is whipped in on the corner, taken high at the top of the 18, and now ball is kicked out, and now we have a counterattack opportunity. Vladimir Lavranenko running down the line. TJ Ellis is wide. What a ball by Lavranenko. It's a one-on-one if TJ has the speed. TJ is running down the sideline, tries to make a move in the box. He lets Potsdam get back, and an easy save for James Kelm. A very promising counterattack for the Oswego State Lakers, Logan.
Yeah, Nick, that was a very suspenseful possession. You saw the pass, the connecting pass right to Tajay. Perfect pass, but he was surrounded by 3 defenders, and the Bears executed that perfectly. They played that perfectly. We would call that a grounder in baseball, which is what Ellis put on, right into the hands of Kelm.
Lavranenko, a phenomenal ball there, by the way. The only freshman starting on this team. Just want to mention that really quick. But Ian Hustleback is through on goal. What a finish!
Wow.
The hustle by Hustleback leads to a goal to make it 1-1 on the game. An amazing promise and momentum booster for the Oswego State Lakers. Ian Hustleback, what a play and what a player.
Yeah, following a unsuccessful attempt from Ellis, Hustleback, hustle in the name, able to get to the ball and just evade it right through Kelm. Kelm known to stop balls frequently, but not able to there.
As you can see here, Hustleback, what a move. Winning the ball off the defender off a mistouched play, and Hustleback just gets through, easy left foot shot, and that's how you do it. And Potsdam are going to kick off this play. Great momentum shifter to make it 1-1.
Yeah, and that's only the Lakers' 3rd first half goal of the season. So maybe it'll have them put some more urgency in the first half throughout this game. See if they can put another one on net maybe.
That's going to light a fire under them. Derek Rivera wins the ball up top. Another counter-attacking opportunity. Hustleback looking for another shot on goal, trying to find a play. Potsdam all over Hustleback right now. He can't find a move. Lavrenenko wide open in space. Looks for TJ Ellis on the wing. TJ almost touched the ball there and loses it. Doesn't really hustle back to get the ball, though, as we have a throw-in for J.J. Williams. Never mind. Brody Spillman on the throw-in for the Potsdam Bears. Looking for something, finds J.J. Williams on the wing. Plays straight back to Spillman, who had that assist for the Potsdam goal by Logan Bush. Now, 1v1 in the middle by Netplay Castro. Loses the ball there. TJ Tanner mistouches. Lavrenenko heads it back to the captain, Benjamin Brooks, who misheads it. Ball is played through. That is number 22 trying to chase the ball down. Jason Viola and Kyle Rose scoops it up. Easy touch back by Scout McCumsky for the easy grab. And now we have Benjamin Brooks on the wing looking for something. Plays a deep ball. Derek Rivera is the closest one to it. Won't get there. It's a great clearance by Kyan Matthew. And the Potsdam Bears with the ball in the air trying to find something. Caruana looking for somebody open. Finds TJ Tanner beautifully there. And now the Oswego State Lakers are going to recycle possession and find Bulis on the wing.
Yeah, and I think after the Potsdam Bears scored that first goal, the Lakers realized how much more defensive persistence they have to apply. That's what they've been able to do. They've been successful in that department since that first goal from the Bears, I would say, from Bush. So it's the Lakers now back on offense, turning defense into offense, Nick.
Ethan Caruana looking for TJ Ellis. TJ passes it a little short for Caruana. Caruana pushes a man over, pushes over number 17, Andres Arce, for a Potsdam Bears free kick. And TJ really, he seems slow. He seems like, does he look like he's limping, Logan?
A little bit, yeah. Maybe that early season lower body injury that we saw from early season that I said, maybe still lingering. I mean, obviously you hope not, but he knows better than anyone else what his body is going through, and maybe that is still lingering. So we will see.
If it's lingering, I'll tell you what, he has great depth on that bench. Dan Kane, he's got Sarixi Lindsay and Amid Al-Amid on the bench in case of that TJ Ellis mishap. But now we got a through ball trying to be played through, but that will be number 12 of Potsdam, Matthew Mapes, to clear that ball out. Ethan Caruana loses it. Brody Spillman, an amazing tackle there for the Potsdam Bears, trying to find J.J. Williams on a Logan Bush on a through ball. Not going to find him well enough. Ball is kicked up in the air right there to number 22 of the Potsdam Bears. Now Netplay Castro on the ball. A double team by the Hustlebeck twins. Brothers working together at their finest. Now Ian Hustlebeck switching wings, trying to find some possession there. Caruana tries to play a ball in the middle. Hustlebeck couldn't get there in time. Kyan Matthew plays a ball back to James Kelm. James Kelm swinging it out wide to Josue Escobar. Escobar looking for something. Plays it deep down the field. Tries to find a through ball. McCumsky clears it straight back into the feet of Jason Viola. And Logan Bush trying to head on a ball, try to get through on it. Scout McCumsky plays it into Bulis. Bulis to Hustlebeck. McCumsky clears it up the field. Rivera right there. Great touchdown by Rivera right into Ian Hustlebeck's feet. One pressing him. That's Netplay Castro. Plays it down to Bulis. Bulis to TJ Ellis. TJ Ellis loses the ball in possession and is cleared out by number 17, Kyan Teed. And Oswego recycling possession once more.
Yeah, we're going to see that a lot this game, just alternating back and forth possessions between each. I think both teams are starting to realize that a more calculated defense needs to be applied to stop each other's attacks, Nick.
And we have a free kick after a late tackle there by Netplay Castro. Ryan Bulis looks like he will be the one to take the kick unless he gives it to Scout McCumsky here, and it looks like he might. Yes, he will. Short. McCumsky short. Plays a ball in with his left foot. It's Ethan Caruana in the box. Ball touched by James Kelm, my apologies. And James Kelm collects it and looking for an easy play. Potsdam tend to play short, and they do again right there to Kyan Matthew. They play short out of the box this entire time. Goal kick or collected by the keeper. And that's going to be kicked out for a Potsdam Bears throw-in. And the Lakers don't agree with that call.
Yeah, Nick, on that shot, that could have been a risky play for all parties with Kelm coming out rather early. And then we saw one of the Lakers trying to get it through on net, maybe with a header. That could have ended in not the fashion we'd like, but thankfully it did. Kelm able to come out and stop that.
Ethan Caruana was the one in the box there,
Yes,
but as we see, the Potsdam Bears playing it wide to Josue Escobar once again. Escobar looking for an easy option, finds an easy option in Matthew Mapes there. Right back to Escobar out on the wing. Escobar looking for something here, plays a long ball. Logan Bush doesn't really hustle to it at all, leaving time for McCumsky to play easy, taking his time, won't play it back to Rose. Now he will. Rose has time, looking for something here, trying to avoid the pressure being played by these Potsdam Bears. He clears it wide to Ian Husselbeck in the middle of the field. Husselbeck trying to make a play here, slides, tries to win the ball back. It's a very big mix-up. Husselbeck still has the ball. Foul not called, and now one called on Netley Castro. Pretty big foul there by Castro.
Yeah, and we see this chippiness already transitioning from the early stages in the first half now into the present stages. And we'll see if that transfers into the second half, but certainly a big factor as the Lakers take it now. As we saw a collision there on the Lakers foul, but they will take it on offense now.
3 fouls by the Potsdam Bears right now. Rivera trying to win the ball back in the box. Great hustle by Rivera right now, moving quickly in that box, trying to find a play. Benjamin Brooks plays it down to Vladimir Lavrenenko. Lavrenenko finds Ethan Caruana. Long shot attempted. Ooh, and he tested James Kelm there. Really did, and we have a save made by Kelm, and we'll see an Oswego State Lakers corner.
Nick, and that's the Lakers' 6th shot of this half compared to 1 from the Bears. So as we are seeing the Lakers taking chances wherever they can get it, good chance for Ethan Caruana. However, right of the net, not able to go in and hits the fences.
And we had a substitution there, Derek Rivera coming off the field. And we will get back to you on who came into the game right now. I cannot see it from my lovely press box here with Logan. And we'll see the ball being crossed in right now. Lakers taking their time, trying to find a mix-up in this game. Ethan Caruana on the cross, whips the ball in. Short corner played, cleared straight back out.
Good defense.
Touch by Kieran Husselbeck. Great touch there by Kieran Husselbeck. Ball played out to Benjamin Brooks on the wing. Brooks looking to bridge the Potsdam Bears defender. And now here we are. Ball's played in. It's Ethan Caruana. Caruana left foot shot. No good. Great save by James Kelm there. The Lakers now recycling the ball and played back over to TJ Tanner.
Yeah, we're seeing Caruana certainly become more aggressive in this game and in more than recent games. That's what we like to see from the Lakers. Certainly head coach Dan Cain loves to see that. Caruana becoming one of the central offensive engines for the Lakers alongside Ellis, Husselbeck, and others.
Engine's definitely the word I'd use for Caruana right now, playing a very good game of soccer as we see in this first half. 21 minutes and 26 seconds left on the clock here. Kieran Husselbeck tries a long shot, will not test James Kelm, and we will see a Potsdam Bears goal kick. And that substitution I mentioned a while ago, it's Derek Rivera out and Edis Omarevic in.
Yeah, Nick, and I'm going to mention the shots again. I'm just going to put an emphasis on how aggressive the Lakers are being throughout this entire first half. That is their 8th shot of just the first half. And out of those 8 shots, 5 of them have come on goal. So the Lakers not afraid to take shots. They've been in the offensive territory most of the game.
And that was Edis Omarevic, the substitute, looking for a header. If they get some clean headers, they could be up 3-1 right now. McCumsky had one earlier with a free kick. And now Edis Omarevic now getting his head clean on that ball. That was an amazing ball by Ethan Caruana off the corner. As we see a short goal kick played, Matthew Mapes clears the ball up to Netley Castro, who's got a foul on the game, trying to get their team back into a lead of 2-1 rather than 1-1 here. Ryan Bulis on the ball, played into the middle. Now we have Ian Husselbeck, the goal scorer, falls in the box. Ref doesn't budge to Jay Ellis now on the wing, loses the ball again. A great tackle by Josue Escobar right there. And the ball is taken up the field as number 22, Jason Viola, trying to make a play out of something here. And it's a great tackle by the Oswego Lakers. Ball played to the Jay Ellis again. The Potsdam Bears want offsides. They're not going to get it to Jay Ellis. Bodies one player, making a cut back inside. Ball is played out of bounds by the ref, and it will be a goal kick for the Potsdam Bears.
Yeah, Nick, and if that lower body injury is still lingering for Ellis, certainly not taking a toll on his play so far because, at least from my viewpoint, had a very fast attack to the ball there. Took a shot, although unsuccessful, but we love to see that from Ellis. Love to produce those chances at least.
Kieran Husselbeck wins the ball up top to Jay Ellis. Now through on goal. 1-on-1 to Jay Ellis. 2-1 Oswego State Lakers. And from 1-0 down, they go 2-1 up in the span of about 10 minutes, Logan. What an amazing comeback so far. It's a great play by TJ Ellis.
Nick, it seems like...
And as we see on this play right here, we have Kieran Husselbeck winning the ball. TJ Ellis just getting that ball straight from Kieran Husselbeck's pass, and a phenomenal finish by TJ. Just gets under Kelm. And what a play. The Lakers leading 2-1. Logan, what do you think about that?
Yeah, Nick, I was just going to say, it seems like the Lakers always cleaning up on their miscues. Or not miscues, rather unsuccessful chances, because before that goal happened, we saw Ellis, his shot get denied. However, he converted on the one right after, so Lakers already just cleaning up their rather unsuccessful chances right after, making the most of it.
2-1 as we replay the beautiful game we're watching right now. Multiple goals scored in this first half as we have 19 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. Ball is played now. Vladimir Lavranenko gets pushed off the ball by Neple Castro. Phenomenal tackle there by Neple. And we have Scout McCumsky on the wing swinging the ball all the way to Benjamin Brooks, the captain of the team, being guarded by J.J. Williams. Plays to Marcus Baker, who recently got subbed in, I believe, for Ethan Caruana, who is playing amazing in this first half. And according to NCAA rules, once you get subbed out in the first half, you cannot come back in. So Baker will be in for the rest of the half. Also, Jason Wojtak subbed in for Ian Husselbeck, who also was a goal scorer. Ball tipped up by Kelm. Edis Omarovic in there. A big scramble for the ball leads to a clearance by Potsdam. It's not out yet. Brooks wins it, tries a side volley. I don't know if that was the play, Logan.
Wow, such a chaotic possession for all parties there. We saw the jumble right in the net. Kelm able to deny it out back to the Lakers. However, shot by Benjamin Brooks. Too much power on that one, just over the net, and goes over the netting of the fences even. Powerful foot on Brooks.
It's a powerful hit by Brooks, but he lacked the accuracy, in my personal opinion.
I do have to agree.
And now we have a restart of play here. We have Josue Escobar on the wing, headed out by Ryan Bulis. Ball tried to be won back by Wojtak. Wojtak wins it back. Bulis played it in the middle right there for Marcus Baker. Husselbeck slips, wins the ball straight back. Ball played out wide to Bulis. Bulis looking for an easy option here. He's going to take it himself, plays it in the middle to Edis Omarovic. Edis Omarovic trying to find something here in a mixture of Potsdam Bears. Wojtak crosses the ball in, looking for anybody. We'll see no one of the Oswego State Lakers here, but Lavranenko wins it straight back. Baker plays the ball right into Lavranenko. Lavranenko trips over a tackle attempted by number 17, Andres Arce, and the Lakers recycle possession as they've been doing this entire game, keeping that defensive team involved in this game, Logan.
Yeah, I'd say that 4-2-4 formation that the Lakers are running, as opposed to the usual 4-1-2-1-2, that's working for them so far this game. They've been able to generate a lot of offensive momentum in the first half.
TJ on the end line trying to find something. An amazing tackle there by Josue Escobar to stop TJ. Clean as a whistle right there. And Benjamin Brooks out wide. J.J. Williams attempting to press, not pressing too high though. Remember that conservative pressing that I mentioned before. Edis Omarovic plays it right down to Benjamin Brooks. Brooks looking for something in the middle of the field, won't find it. TJ Tanner on the ball right here. Baker plays it out wide to Brooks. Brooks plays a bouncing ball down to Edis Omarovic. I believe it bounced off Omarovic for a Potsdam Bears throw-in. The Potsdam Bears, they've been shaken up. The Lakers are playing a very good game of soccer right now. What does Potsdam have to do to get back into this game, Logan?
Yeah, Potsdam just not able to generate much offensive momentum while the Lakers are, so I think Potsdam coming into the second half needs to try to do that. Maybe they will now, but the Lakers win the race.
Fast as lightning, Scout McCumsky easily outpaces Neple Castro there to get the ball back in the possession of the Oswego State Lakers as we see Marcus Baker running down the middle of the field, finds Bulis on the wing. Ryan Bulis looking for that through ball on Baker. Great tackle by Josue Escobar, who's been a very stout defender this entire game. Josue going back into his spot as we see the ball bouncing, playing ping pong with that ball as it gets back to Scout McCumsky. TJ Tanner, and now Husselbeck. Husselbeck dribbling in the middle of the field. Tries a long ball to Edis Omarovic. Tried to control it with his chest. Got out on him a little bit as we see the ball played back. Played out wide to Brody Spillman. Spillman looking for an option. Finds an option in J.J. Williams. J.J. Williams looking for Logan Bush. Plays him. Logan Bush trying to muscle off, and a missed touch there leads to Oswego State Lakers throw-in.
Yeah, Nick, and as I was saying before, not many offensive chances have been had for the Bears. One of everything in each category. One shot on goal, one corner, but 5 fouls. So I think coming into the second half, and more so in these final 15 minutes, they want to clean up that chippy play, that maybe undisciplined play, and try to at least evade the Laker defense to get something on the offensive end.
2 substitutions made there to Jay Ellis for Sirixi Lindsay, and I will get back on the second one as we continue this play. I'll let you know at the next dead ball. Ryan Bulis now on the wing. Plays to number 12 of the Oswego State Lakers. Scout McCumsky on the ball in the center back position. Tries to play a through ball into Sirixi Lindsay. 2 goals on the season for him. To Jay Ellis, just passing him with that most recent goal to make it 2-1. And going back to those substitutions, Vladimir Lavrenenko comes off for Luke Broskas, and to Jay Ellis comes off for Sirixi Lindsay. And a through ball here, trying to win the ball over there. Wins the ball. That's Jason Viola. Jason Viola in a one-on-one situation right now with TJ Tanner. And McCumsky gets back, and Tanner wins a great tackle, but it will lead to a Potsdam Bear corner. Very scary for the Oswego State Lakers there, Logan.
Yeah, the Lakers are lucky. That chance was no good because that could have turned into a 2-2 game. So the Lakers able to keep that in their reach, and now it will be a corner kick from the Bears, Nick.
The Potsdam Bears looking to get back into this game, make it 2-2 off of this corner kick. The taker raises hand, ball is whipped in. It's the top of the 18 again, headed out by the Lakers, not cleared all the way though. Edis Amarovic on the ball. Amarovic trying to find a play, does find a play. Great job by Amarovic here, and we could see a counterattack. Benjamin Brooks out wide on the wing in a one-on-one situation with Spillman. Loses Spillman. Amarovic on the wing now. Hustleback looking for something in the middle. Amarovic doesn't find the through ball and is in shame of that run. He probably should have seen that coming there, and we will see another Potsdam goal kick.
Yeah, Amarovic just slipping up there, not able to receive the pass from his teammate. So the Bears now will retain possession and reset in their own end.
12 minutes and 52 seconds left on the clock in this first half of SUNY Conference action. Ball is cleared out by the Oswego State Lakers. One back by Kieran Hustleback. Edis Amarovic plays it back to Marcus Baker in the midfield, who plays it wide over to Jason Wojtak. Wojtak plays Ryan Bulis in the left back spot. And now fighting for the ball back is Marcus Baker. Baker using his pace to evade the defender of Potsdam Bears. Wojtak here, great touch into the middle, and now we're looking at a possible attack. Step over by Wojtak, what a hit! And just over the bar, Kelm wasn't fazed by that shot.
Yeah, Nick, a lot of powerful individual feet from the Lakers, able to get those shots on net, but not able to get it actually through the net and hit the leather. A lot of them just going over the net, so the Lakers will at least try to put an emphasis on accuracy, because I'm sure Coach Dan Kane will want that from his team coming into the second half as we wind down here.
Bulish trying to play a ball into Lindsay. Wojtak mistouches the ball, now boxing out and winning it back. Bulish playing a little ping pong off of the defender there. Ball being played wide over to Kieran Hustleback. Hustleback plays it in to Benjamin Brooks. I do want to mention a substitution that I didn't mention beforehand. Wyatt Maki comes on for Netle Castro, my apologies. Did not mention that before. Ball is cleared out by the Potsdam Bears. TJ Tanner wins the ball up top. Marcus Baker plays a through ball into Jason Wojtak. Wojtak trying to win the ball, falls over, no call. The defender got the ball first. Wojtak looking for a foul. The ref will not budge. Played in there. Ball is played through. J.J. Williams trying to find that through ball. McCumsky, phenomenal touch there. And Jason Wojtak trying to get up top again. Won't find nothing. The ball with number 15, Wyatt Moki, who tries to play it down there to number 14. That would be Adrian Ramos. Ramos loses the ball, and Brooks has the ball now. Plays TJ Tanner. TJ Tanner waiting, finding something in the midfield.
Nick, one guy I want to mention for the Bears who's been absolutely crucial on defense is Kyan Matthew. You see him individually stopping the Lakers in their own end from winning those one-on-ones, I should say. Doesn't necessarily show up in the box score, but his teammates know how significant he is. A significant piece to the puzzle, I should say.
The tail of the tape of this game has been one-on-one so far, as we might see another one coming up, but a poor touch by Jason Viola might strip us from that opportunity, as it is won easily by McCumsky, who has been playing phenomenal recently. I think McCumsky's been a phenomenal standpoint on this entire game for the Oswego State Lakers. But as we continue play, ball won back by Marcus Baker, who's been great off the bench. Baker looking for something here, finds Kyle Rose, and the Lakers will reset as we approach 10 minutes left in this first half of SUNY conference action.
Yeah, Nick, the sun going down now. Maybe that'll be a factor. I doubt it, but you never know as the Lakers try to push it up now.
Cold days cause cramps, I'll tell you that much. Sirixi Lindsay bodying off the ball. An attempted slide tackle does not work. Lindsay looking for something. Plays Wojtak out wide. Wojtak in the box. Looking for a play. Left foot shot. Just wide on the left post. Kelm didn't budge once again. Wojtak, another missed opportunity for the Oswego State Lakers.
Nick, if I'm not mistaken, that's his second overshot in at least, I'd say, the last 5 or 6 minutes. So he's going to want to clean up on those shots, and the focal point, I'd say, needs to be an accuracy when he's taking those shots from a rather long distance.
And we have a substitution, Kyan Teed for Alex Marciarello for the Potsdam Bears. As we see the ball kicked out for an Oswego State Lakers throw in now, Bulis will be taking it. Bulis looking down the sideline, tries to throw over to Sirixi Lindsay. Lindsay, great touch there as he finds Wojtak. Wojtak finds Baker. Baker being pressed from the behind. Ball is being played over the top, not over the top, my apologies, over to the wing by Bulis. Now over the top to Edis Amarovic. Amarovic tries heading it back to Baker. Ball cleared out by the Bears. Hustleback controls it beautifully. Plays to the back to TJ Tanner. TJ Tanner looking out wide, now looking to the middle. Plays to Scout McCumsky. Tanner now, again, looking for an option up top. He's trying to find something. He might play it big. He's looking for a through ball here. Wojtak with a chop pass to Benjamin Brooks. Brooks in a 1v1 situation now. Brooks trying to find a cross. Easily won, though. Phenomenal challenge there. Looking for that was Logan Bush. 2 challenges in a row. Great defensive standpoint by the normally a forward Logan Bush.
Yeah, I mean, Bush able to deny the Laker chance. Now, as we see the Lakers, though, clap. Kieran Hustleback, that is clapping because his team's going to get the ball back and get another chance in these final 6 and 7 minutes.
We have a free kick here. That will be number 8 of the Oswego State Lakers, Scout McCumsky, taking this kick. Normally, when he takes the kick, we'll see a cross and maybe even a long shot here. Short to Kieran Hustleback. Hustleback looking for something. Now he'll play the long ball in. Hustleback bounces in the middle of the 18. That should have somebody's name written all over it. And really quick, James Kelm laying down, time wasting, even though they're down 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he just wants to run more of the slow game in these final 7 minutes. But I would say you got to run that attack, maybe that more fast-paced attack if you want to get a goal on. Maybe that's not what they want to do. Maybe they want to get at least some offensive momentum into the second half, not rush too much and cause a turnover, and they want to carry that, like I said, into the second half so they can put one on. But who knows?
One of the first long balls played by James Kelm leads to a Potsdam Bears throw-in by Josue Escobar. Escobar looking down the field, trying to find a touch in there. A bunch of scrambling going around for the ball, shoving, pushing, tackling, everything's going on down there. Ball is kicked out again for another Potsdam Bears throw, and it will go to Escobar once more. Escobar will most likely look down this line once again for a little miscommunication for the Oswego State Lakers. Instead, throws to the middle, cleared massively out by the Oswego State Lakers for another Potsdam Bears throw. We approach 6 minutes and 26 seconds left in this first half. It's a very, very intense game so far. Both teams scoring a goal, making it 2-1 for the Oswego State Lakers, and a foul called for the Oswego State Lakers. The Lakers aren't happy. Hustleback with his hands in the air, and the sideline ref calls that. What do you think about that, Logan?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a chippy play always. They're not going to be pleased with that. The Lakers aren't going to be pleased with that call, that is, because the Bears do get it back. But sometimes you just got to roll with the punches, and that's where the Lakers have found success. They've rolled with the punches of those unsuccessful first-hand chances and got the ball back, then put it on net, as we've seen, Nick.
Ball whipped in by the Bears. It's a high ball, looking for somebody to put their head on it. Won't find much. Ball attempted to be cleared out there by the Oswego State Lakers, and it will lead to a Potsdam Bears throw-in off a mediocre clearance at best. And we see another substitution coming into the game. That will be Scout McCumsky coming off the field here. Scout McCumsky coming off the field. And we have another throw in here. That will be Brody Spillman.
Nick, as you said, super intense matchup this is. It's an in-conference one. Lakers 1-2-2 in the conference. Potsdam 0-5. So they're going to be looking to put their first win on. That should be a point of emphasis as they attempt to apply more urgency within these final 5 minutes.
0-5, and you can tell Potsdam want that first win, scoring quick and fast into this game. They're not here to just play. They're here to win. And Lindsay now looking for a counterattack opportunity. Sirixi Lindsay trying to run through this entire Potsdam Bears defense, plays Bulis on the wing. Bulis coming up from the left back position, trying to win this one-on-one against Josue Escobar. Escobar makes him play wide, and he played a little too wide. And that will be another goal kick. Bulis slow to get up.
Yeah, hopefully not anything too serious. Thankfully, it's not, as we do see him get up. And now we will see what transpires within these final 4 minutes of SUNY soccer.
A couple of substitutions made previously that I haven't mentioned. Scout McCumsky comes off the field for Rowan King. And another substitution, Ian Schwartz for Logan Bush.
And now it's going to be a throw-in for the Bears from Kelm, as we see them try to apply some momentum carrying into the second half, Nick.
And I want to mention Ian Schwartz is listed as a goalkeeper on Potsdam's roster, and he's currently playing striker in position for Logan Bush.
Very interesting to see that. Maybe it'll be a change, though, in the second half, because on the season, Schwartz, he started 6 games in goal. He's played 6 games in goal, both goalies with 540 total minutes on the season. Schwartz racking up 23 saves with a .59 save percentage. And on the other hand, the one you have in net, is Kelm, with also 6 games started and 6 games played, 34 saves and .596 save percentage, Nick. So they are certainly similar in their stats. We will see if there's a change in the second half.
Kelm with a long ball. Ball attempted to be won by both teams right now. It's a scramble for the ball. Amazing win there by J.J. Williams, who loses the ball in possession off a short pass. And now we see Jason Wojtak running up the field, looking for a pass to Marcus Baker. Baker chops it right back to Wojtak. Wojtak plays it wide. Here we are right now. Sean Gilligan in the game. Gilligan plays it back to Kieran Husselbeck. Husselbeck plays it to Wojtak. Calling for handball, the Lakers. The ref won't budge again. J.J. Williams tries to control it, clear it out, and that substitution made Ryan Bulis for Sean Gilligan, a freshman, for the Oswego State Lakers.
Yeah, as we're seeing these late-stage substitutions by Dan Kane, maybe he's trying to put some more juice into these players in these final 3 minutes. He thinks it's urgent, as do we, because in soccer, if you're going to go up 3-1, what the Lakers can do with a goal in these final 3 minutes, that's a hard thing for the Bears to come back from.
3 minutes and 18 seconds left in this first half of Division III NCAA action as Potsdam looking for a cross into the middle. Rowan King missed the ball there. Was a very scary moment for the Oswego State Lakers as Potsdam were attempted to find somebody in the middle, but no one was to avail. Sirixi Lindsay trying to hustle back on the ball, and Potsdam will recycle play with 2 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game. Brody Spillman, the man who assisted the goal for the Potsdam Bears earlier in this game, plays a through ball over down to Jason Viola. Viola with a very interesting play there. J.J. Williams now bodied off the ball by Amarovic. Amarovic falls after the play. Williams gets the foul called, and we have a quick free kick there. Sirixi Lindsay played it into Marcus Baker, and the ref calls it back because the ball was still moving and also was not in the right spot. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left, Logan.
Yeah, that's going to be the 7th foul of the game for the Potsdam Bears. As I said, they are racking up those fouls on account of undisciplined play. That was on J.J. Williams, so he's going to want to clean up that, as are the rest of his teammates. I'm sure that's what Coach Adam Parker is going to instill into his guys going into the huddle and coming back into the game in the second half.
Ball played by Rowan King over the top. Gilligan trying to keep it in. Played a little too high, and it will be an Oswego Lakers goal kick. And I believe that we have about 1 minute and 48 seconds on the clock, and I think the fouls stem from personal experience. When you're down in a game, you're going to get a little heated. You're going to get a little angry. And I think that might be the case right now, that they were up 1-0. They were feeling good. And then all of a sudden, bang, 2-1 in about the span of 10 minutes. And it kind of shook their core a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I mean, you do hate to see that. You do hate to be up 1-0 and then the opposing squad just pours goals on you left and right. The Lakers attempting shots left and right. 14 shots in this first half. We'll see if they can get even one more because we've seen them, Nick, able to develop many offensive chances. Maybe not in the last 10 or so minutes because I've seen the Bears maybe apply more sort of a tenacious defensive attack on all fronts. So we'll see what the Lakers can try to conjure up in this final minute.
Oswego Lakers throwing the ball down to the left wing, cleared out by the Potsdam Bears once again. Ball played back over to Rowan King. Rowan King trying to play it out wide there. A split pass made to Jason Wojtek there. Wojtek trying to find a play. Wojtek played on the give and go by Marcus Baker. Wojtek on the wing, one-on-one. Wojtek trying to find a play there. Left-footed pass goes out of bounds for an Oswego State Lakers corner, deflected off the Potsdam Bears defense. And Baker and Wojtek setting up for a short corner. Ball is played short. Wojtek wins past one defender, plays the ball, chipped it in the air. No one's there. A side half volley, my apologies, attempted there. No luck for the Oswego State Lakers as it's cleared out to Rowan King. 15 seconds left on the clock. One more play possibly made if they can cross it in right now. 10 seconds left on the clock. Oswego State Lakers looking for something. J.J. Williams clears it. There will be no play made as we go into the second half of soccer. And Logan, what are your thoughts on the first half?
Nick, I just think that the Lakers pose such a dynamic attack. I think on all fronts, when you talk about offense, defense, goalkeeping, winning those one-on-one attacks that the Lakers are, I think it's so threatening to the Bears. They're getting scared away that they just need to be more careful on defense and offense because you see a lot of sloppy and undisciplined play being costly. So we'll see if they can fix that in the second half, Nick.
And thank you, Logan. We will head to a break right now. We will come back for some second half action for some SUNY conference play live on WTOP 10. Welcome back, everybody, on a very brisk night, windy night. We have the Oswego State Lakers and Potsdam Bears in a SUNY conference matchup. And the Oswego State Lakers have shocked the Potsdam Bears, and it only took them 10 minutes to Potsdam going up early in this game 1-0. And the Oswego State Lakers coming back within 10 minutes to score 2 goals and make it 2-1. Logan, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, Nick, I mean, you said it perfectly. Lakers flipping the script from their usual style. We said they don't really possess some urgency in some outings in the first half, but they've doubled their first half goals on the season in this game with 4 now, and I know that head coach Dan Kane is certainly pleased with that, what they've been able to produce. And on the other end, how tight they have held on defense. Potsdam with just 1 shot on goal in the first half, so they will be looking to maybe pertain more or pose a more threatening offensive style that has the Lakers trembling on defense.
And Logan, I'll tell you what, I commentated the first game they played against Clarkson at the beginning of the season. This looks like an extremely brand new Oswego State Lakers team. The Lakers are playing a lot more connectively. They're playing 1-2s. They're playing through balls that I hadn't seen them make, really. And I think the Oswego State Lakers, that's a massive standpoint, and I believe it's also to do with this formation change. And the Potsdam Bears, on the other end, they have had their moments. It seems like they're really thriving off counterattacks and through balls. But the Potsdam Bears really need to get possession going. They've been clearing the ball a little too much, and I think they need to realize that and lock back into this game as they get the ball starting in the second half.
Yeah, Nick, and as I said before we went to break about 15, 16 minutes ago, something that will need to be cleaned up on the Potsdam Bears offensive end is that rather undisciplined play that they've had. I touched on so many times already this game, but it can't be an understatement. They've had 7 fouls. That's a lot, and they will need to certainly clean that up if they want to put one more on the board to tie it up at 2 and hopefully take the win to become 1-5 in conference play, better than 0-6.
And as we wait for this kickoff, the same starting lineup as the game began is on for the Oswego State Lakers as well with the Potsdam Bears. And as the ref blows his whistle, we begin the second half of SUNY conference action here on WTOP 10. Ball is played wide out to Brody Spillman. Spillman almost loses the ball immediately as the half goes and goes out for a clearance now. Potsdam, as I said before, my apologies, they have made some changes in the midfield. A big clearance there to Kyle Rose. Rose is going to wait for it to go back into his box. He takes a touch now. He's going to dribble it up the field a little bit. And my apologies, we have a foul on the play there. I believe it was caused by number 14 of the Potsdam Bears. That would be Adrian Ramos. Makumsky plays it across the field. That's down to TJ Tanner, I believe, switched to right back. Now we have Rowan King and Scout Makumsky in the center halves. King on the ball now. King looking for a play, plays it wide. Looking for the left wing. Benjamin Brooks has been played to on the wing. Hustleback takes the ball off Derek Rivera, his own teammate, trying to find something to happen there. It won't get through now. Logan Bush now for the Potsdam Bears. Playing it through now. That's Brody Spillman. Spillman tries to find J.J. Williams there. Leo Hector, my apologies. Rivera now. Now it's Ian Hustleback. Hustleback trying to find something. Plays it wide to Jay Ellis. To Jay Ellis in a 1v1 scenario right now. To Jay looking for something here. Can't find much. Plays it back easily to Vladimir Lavrenenko. Lavrenenko plays it down to Hustleback. Hustleback mistouches it, but thank the Lord he has multiple hours of time here. Makumsky plays it straight back to Hustleback. Hustleback plays it to Makumsky. 1-2 balls. Long ball played over the top to TJ Tanner, who has acres of space. TJ Tanner playing it in. That's Ethan Caruana. Caruana to Ellis. Ellis tried to play it back. Caruana hustles to win the ball back. Hustleback tried to win it. Potsdam attempt to clear. Missed touch by the Potsdam Bears, and it's an easy pickup. He won't pick the ball up. Actually, he'll play it wide to Josue Escobar. Escobar plays it down to Kaya Matthew. Matthew looking for something. Plays a long ball across to Leo Hector. Hector heads it across. Rowan King wins it right in the center back's position. Vladimir Lavrenenko plays it to Makumsky. Makumsky clears it out to Jay Ellis looking for the ball. And we have an offsides call by the referee there onto Jay Ellis.
Nick, and 2 Laker possessions ago, I think they were just playing more mind games with the Bears. You saw the Bears trying to keep up with the Lakers, just passing it back and forth. And I think that's on account of the Lakers wanting to play a more slow attack, not try to rush into anything, because as I said before, that can clearly result in turnovers. So the Lakers, as they are up 2-1, they don't want to rush too much. They just want to bring this into the final minutes and take a win.
Hasselbeck trying to find something out of here. Jay Ellis wins the ball, bodies off 2 defenders. Lavernenko played at the top of the key, tries to chip in a ball. No one is there for the Oswego State Lakers as the ball is cleared out to TJ Tanner on the wing. Tanner trying to find the easiest pass he can, and he's been very good at making those passes recently. Hasselbeck plays it into the back to Rowan King. King swings it over to Scout McCumsky. McCumsky looking for a big ball over the top to Jay Ellis or Ethan Caruana. Caruana's going to be the one to try to fight for it. He gets it. One straight back by Brody Spillman. Spillman played it to Matthew. Matthew cleared it. Now we have the ball one back by Ian Hasselbeck. Hasselbeck plays it in to Caruana. Hasselbeck through on goal. Hasselbeck loses the first time, the second time, one-on-one goal. Ian Hasselbeck, his second goal of the night and the third goal for the Oswego State Lakers. What a play by Ian Hasselbeck. An amazing move by the Oswego State Lakers. Misses the first attempt, and the second attempt finally goes in right now. And as we see on this play here, it's a great defensive. The press has been phenomenal by the Lakers right now. And Ian Hasselbeck misses the first attempt, gets the ball straight back. Easiest goal of his life. What a play, Logan.
Yeah, Nick, and I mean just complete dominance from Ian Hasselbeck. We saw an assist from his brother Kieran Hasselbeck to their first Tajay Ellis goal in the 25th minute. And now we flip it to the other brother, Ian Hasselbeck, putting it through net to put the Lakers up 3-1. You really can't understate how much the two mean to this team right now.
And as it stands, my prediction was correct. I said 3-1, and I said Ian Hasselbeck would score. And that's what we're looking at right now with 41 minutes and 24 seconds left into the game. Potsdam really need to make a break here, and they try a long ball that will be kicked straight out for an Oswego State throw, and not really sure what they're doing there.
Yeah, Nick, as you said, Potsdam just need to really take any chances they get. They can't pass up on much. When you're down 3-1 in soccer, it's sort of concerning because you don't know if you can come back. Such a big number to come back from, and you know the opponent is not going to rush into their attack. As I said before, they want to play more of that slow game to keep the ball from you, and that's what the Lakers are doing right now, Nick, as they pass it back to Kyle Rose.
People say 2-0 in soccer is the scariest score in the history of the game. 3-1, though, not many people talk about. To Jay Ellis trying to win a ball, gets absolutely leveled there, bodied off the ball by Kai and Matthew, and Leo Hector trying to play a ball up the top, looking for something. Hector trying to body Vladimir Lavernenko off the ball. Lavernenko, the freshman, wins it straight back, and here comes Ian Hasselbeck. Maybe he wants his hat trick, trying to win the 1v1 against Jose Escobar. Escobar has been a great player for these Potsdam Bears. He's been that bright spot they needed. Leo Hector now on the wing against Kieran Hasselbeck. Kieran wins the ball straight off of Hector. Hector seemed slow this game. I'm not going to lie. He's been really adamant on kicking the ball up in the air and trying to win the headers that he hasn't gotten to. What do you think about that, Logan?
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's just something that happened in practice. I don't know, though. It's the whole team, sort of, though. They seem kind of not on pace with the Lakers, what they are doing on offense. Lakers seemingly one step ahead the whole time. And as you said, he is not very slow to the ball, maybe not to his man fast enough. But on the other end, Tajay Ellis, we saw him before, just inserting himself in every play, takes the blow, quickly gets back up, though. That's an emphasis on how physically he plays and how much he imposes his will so often.
We have a throw from the corner of the pitch. Derek Rivera throws it right into Ethan Caruana. Caruana on his left foot. That's his dominant foot. Trying to find a play here. Caruana's stuttering. Finds Derek Rivera on the wing. This could be a crossing opportunity. Doesn't find anything there. Caruana looking for something here. Mistouches the ball. It'll be a 1v1 between McCumsky and Hector. Hector loses him. Brooks has the ball here. Plays into the middle to Caruana. Caruana to Rivera. A dummy to Brooks. Brooks tries to play it into the middle. Nobody is there, though. Cleared out by the Potsdam Bears for now. And a long shot attempted there by TJ Tanner. Found nothing, and it will be a Potsdam Bears goal kick.
Nick, you got shades of Le'Veon Bell, patience-wise, from the Lakers, because they're just taking the ball and they're really just seemingly trying to get chances on net. They're not rushing anything because they know in these final 38 minutes they don't need to. So again, shades of Le'Veon Bell here in his Steelers years, as the Lakers have it now.
Nowadays, I wouldn't say so, but Le'Veon in the Steelers, I agree with you completely. As we see Vladimir Lavernenko win the ball, Derek Rivera here finding Benjamin Brooks out wide. Brooks trying to find the easy pass, and he will to Scout McCumsky, who I think's been a solid rock for the Oswego Lakers tonight. And he finds that through ball to DJ Ellis that we all know and love. DJ Ellis loses the ball, though. Great defense there by Matthew Mapes for Oswego State Lakers throw-in. Brooks looking for something, finds Derek Rivera. Rivera has all the time in the world. Brooks now has all the time in the world. He's not getting pressed. Finally gets pressed there by Neptali Castro. Another throw in here. Rivera taking it this time. That's to Ian Husselbeck, to Jay Ellis. Calling for a foul. Will get the foul by the referee. And this is a dangerous spot for the Potsdam Bears, Logan.
Yeah, the Lakers, on the long list of mistakes for the Jets, maybe signing Le'Veon Bell, but the Lakers not making many mistakes on their end. They're able to keep the ball contained, Nick, and they're getting many offensive chances. So we'll see what happens here as Tajay Ellis takes it at his end. Who do you think is going to take the shot, Nick?
Well, we see Tajay and Brooks on the ball here. It could be a cross, yes, but if they want to whip this in, they possibly could. It might have to be a golazo. Dimitri Payet-esque, the French native, scored multiple goals from this area, but we'll see what Tajay Ellis can do here. It may or may not be a cross. It's anyone's guess as we line up. Tajay running up to the ball, plays it short to Brooks. He might have put too much on it. He did put too much on it, and we'll see a goal kick. Very mistakenly used free kick there, Logan.
Yeah, Nick, you know professional soccer better than me. Do you think those, rather, they try to conjure up some clever offensive, those corner kick schemes, do they work so often?
We're going to see. I really think it depends on who you have in your team. If you have a strong set-piece scorer, you really want to see that scorer shoot the ball from that area. That is a must-shoot shot if that guy can shoot from set pieces. Caruana on the ball really quick. We have Brooks trying to play it back to Caruana, but also I want to mention from these free kicks, if you have a shot on target and it's there, but you're not too confident in your shooter, I would just cross it in. I don't see a reason to make those short plays. But let's get back into the game here as we see Kieran Husselbeck onto the ball. Husselbeck trying to play it down to Scout McCumsky. McCumsky settles it beautifully there. Plays it right over to Benjamin Brooks, who has had all the time in the world this half. He hasn't been pressed once this entire half. Scout McCumsky now playing it over to Rowan King. King, acres of space here. Plays a long ball down the wing, trying to find Brooks with that. Josue Escobar wins it off of them. Lavranenko in a one-on-one situation here. Lavranenko plays a ball over to Husselbeck. Husselbeck just clears it up in the air with his left foot. To Jay Ellis trying to win the header over the top. Rivera wins it, but a great tackle there by Kaya Matthew to lead to another Oswego State corner.
Yeah, Rivera coming and firing on all cylinders there, just trying to use the speed to his advantage. However, maybe too much spice on the ball as it goes right out of bounds off of his foot. And Nick, I think, as you said before, Leo Hector, maybe he's just running around trying to get the ball, but the Lakers playing mind games with him. And that can be really attributed to the whole team, maybe a step below the Lakers, not getting to the ball fast enough, the Bears.
Not a corner, my apologies. It was a throw-in. I cannot see it from the press box, but now I believe we have a Oswego State corner, as I mentioned before. So I kind of spoke it into existence, Logan, didn't I?
Yes, you did, sir.
We have, that is number 4, Ian Husselbeck taking the corner. Was going to go short. Now Benjamin Brooks goes into the box. They're going to look to whip this across the net. Last quarter they had, it was very short. They could not get anything out of it. Maybe Ian can loft it a little more than usual. Ball is lofted a lot better. Hit off the shoulder of an Oswego State Laker. Cleared out by the Potsdam Bears. Rivera is still at the top of the 18 trying to make a play. Caruana skips it across. Lavranenko in a one-on-one. Potsdam clears it out. J.J. Williams trying to make a counterattack happen, and a win for Lavranenko causes a foul and gets up. Sorry, not a foul. It's a throw-in. Lavranenko with a clean tackle there. Looking for a throw-in. That's Brody Spillman.
Down 3-1. I mean, you still can't deny the hustle of the Bears. You see them hustling on offense, and lately I think Ethan Caruana has been trying to get so many chances on offense, and I think the Bears have contained him rather well. You saw him on that corner kick trying to get the ball, but there were many defenders surrounding Ethan. He was not able to get a chance on net there, and the Bears want to keep that up if they want to try and make a comeback, Nick.
TJ in the 9, looking for somebody in the middle. Rivera's still there. Rivera trying to body him off the ball. Won't win the ball there. Cleared. Hector trying to win the header. Misses it. Looking for something here. It's a one-on-one between Brooks and Bush. Ian Husselbeck now Plays it right back into the feet of Scout McCumsky. McCumsky looking to Kieran Husselbeck on the wing. Great box out by Husselbeck, but Josue Escobar, who's been that defensive wall for the Potsdam Bears, has played great. Nothing has got past him on that wing, Logan.
Yeah, I mean, he has played great there. One of the many points of emphasis on defense for this Bears team as they are trying to turn defense into offense. We see that many times in basketball. Maybe these guys have played basketball. Maybe it's going to translate into soccer. As I say again, they attempt to make a comeback now with Hector with it.
Hector showing some pace, trying to get down that wing, trying to get past the defender who is Rowan King, but the ball is kicked out for an Oswego State throw-in once more. That's Benjamin Brooks, the captain of the Oswego State Lakers, on the throw-in. They're in a tight spot right now in the corner. You never want to throw in your own defensive third. But Brooks looking to just try to throw it out as far as he can there. It's a great throw to Rivera. Rivera trying to make a play to Husselbeck. Husselbeck, great turn there. Gives space for Rowan King. Rowan plays it wide. Rowan King over TJ Tanner, my apologies, trying to outpace Logan Bush right now. Bush tracks him down, now facing his own goal. TJ Tanner plays it straight back over to Rowan King. Rowan King plays it right down to Kyle Rose. The Lakers are recycling possession here as we see Scout McCumsky on the ball. McCumsky looking for Kieran Husselbeck all the time in the world. Kieran Husselbeck could stand there for about 5 hours if he wanted to. Kieran Husselbeck trying to find a play. Still won't find a play. Finds Scout McCumsky. McCumsky maybe looking for Benjamin Brooks here on the wing. He won't. He'll kick it up the field for Derek Rivera. Rivera trying to box out. Decent touch by Rivera. Husselbeck trying to communicate with Rivera there, trying to take it off of him. Rivera, in his attempt to win the ball, causes a foul on Matthew Mapes.
Yeah, Rivera just trying to impose his will there, trying to win that one-on-one battle on defense. However, it goes against him as the Bears will get it back here. And again, Potsdam trying to conjure up some offensive momentum. But, Nick, the Lakers just, I think, getting every advantage they can on defense. More so on defense than on offense, I'd say this half. Potsdam trying to generate chances past the half line, but the Bears just really getting denied by the Lakers.
And Leo Hector running off the field with the ref right now. I believe he wants a substitution. After he sat down on the field, we have a substitution coming in for Leo Hector. Leo Hector, in my personal opinion, hasn't had the greatest outing tonight, but still a massive blow if he is truly hurt for these Potsdam Bears.
I would have to agree with what you said, Nick. He's definitely one of the key points of this defense, maybe not on the top of his game this game. However, not everybody is all game, and that can be corrected throughout many games throughout many games during the season, as we go into SUNY play.
Escobar tried to loft it into the box. Yeah, Oswego State Lakers did a great job of clearing that ball. Now they're trying to get their team up as Potsdam Bears tries to recycle possession in the back. That's Brody Spillman. Spillman in a 2-on-1. Plays it straight back to Kyan Matthew. Matthew plays it up top to Logan Bush. Bush versus Husselbeck right now. Husselbeck wins that battle. King plays straight back to Husselbeck. Husselbeck now out to Benjamin Brooks. Benjamin Brooks running down the wing. Ian Husselbeck maybe looking for a potential through ball here. Gets his potential through ball that he wanted. Ian Husselbeck now plays it straight back in the overlapping Brooks. Brooks wins the one-on-one against Escobar. Escobar gets it straight back into this possession. Brooks looking for some magic. Finds the cross he wanted. Nothing of doing, though, as Potsdam clear it straight out. Lavrenenko on the ball. Husselbeck plays it out wide, straight to TJ Tanner. Tanner tries to find something in the middle. Nothing going. A questionable pass there by TJ Tanner, as we'll see another Oswego State throw on.
Yeah, the Bears seemingly in these last 1 to 2 minutes in the right position at the right time. Two defenders there able to knock the ball away from a potential connecting pass, which could have been potential further danger for the Bears.
And going back to the substitution, Leo Hector came off for Jason Viola, number 22 of the Potsdam Bears, as we have another substitution as well that we will get right back onto until we figure out who it is. As of right now, we have J.J. Williams on the ball, losing it to Ian Husselbeck. Ian Husselbeck plays it to T.J. Tanner. Straight back to Husselbeck. Husselbeck to Rowan King. King looking for something along the lines of a through ball. Finds a great ball into Ethan Caruana. Caruana finding Ian Husselbeck. Husselbeck looked for a through ball. Couldn't find much. And we'll see another goal kick. Substitution that was made was Logan Bush for Alex Marciarello.
Yeah, Bush, that only goal of the game for the Bears. So an interesting decision. He has played a lot of this game. Maybe those Lakers are tired. They want to save him. Maybe for the final 20, 15 minutes, they'll put him in to try and get another chance on net. Maybe some new fresh legs coming in Maciarello. So we will see what happens on the Bears' end.
Ball is cleared up. Looking for a Potsdam throw. The Oswego State Lakers are going to get the throw in, though, no matter how much the bench yells at the referee. Oswego State just standing there looking for confirmation by the ref. The ref changes his mind. Never mind. It will be a Potsdam Bears throw-in. The Bears looking for something here. It's Brody Spillman on the throw. Spillman looking for anybody to make a run here. Find someone on the wing. The Oswego State Lakers, TJ Tanner heads it. Headed again by J.J. Williams. Ball playing ping pong here as Ian Husselbeck finally wins it back. Plays it right back down to his brother. His brother plays it out to Benjamin Brooks. Benjamin Brooks looking for a through ball here across the field. Won't find much as Kyan Matthew just heads it straight back out to J.J. Williams. To Jay Ellis, wins it straight off Williams' feet though. It's now TJ Tanner on top of the wing trying to find something, but the ball will be kicked out for a Potsdam Bears throw-in. We have 28 minutes and 19 seconds left in this second half of Oswego State Laker versus SUNY Potsdam action.
Yeah, Nick, I think the Bears really just need to apply some even further urgency. I know the Lakers playing a very tight and coordinated defense along with that offense, which Bears certainly don't like, but they just need to try to get any chances they can. Bears making several miscues on their end, up to 9 fouls on the game. Again, they really need to clean up that undisciplined play if they want to attempt to make a comeback.
TJ Ellis playing a great ball out to Caruana there. Caruana straight back to TJ. TJ looking for anything. He'll play a long ball across the field to Benjamin Brooks. Brooks has to track back, find it. Phenomenal touch there by Benjamin Brooks as he plays Husselbeck. Husselbeck straight back to Brooks. Brooks looking for Lavranenko. Finds him. Lavranenko to Brooks. Brooks to Husselbeck. Ian Husselbeck, that is. Brooks now in a 1v1, loses the 1v1, and now it will be an Oswego State throw-in after a great tackle made by Alex Maciarello.
Yes, Nick. Again, we like to see those tackles. We like to see those defensive stoppages from the Bears as long as they can turn it into offensive chances. They haven't been able to really do that this game. But if there's a better time than now, if there's a good a time as ever, it's now.
Husselbeck on the throw as of right now. We have a substitution made, by the way. Ryan Bulis comes on for the Oswego State Lakers, and I believe TJ Tanner comes off for the Oswego State Lakers.
Yes, as we will see what the Lakers try to conjure up. Will they get it stripped by the Bears?
Husselbeck looking for something, but he was called offsides in that build-up, and we'll have a Potsdam free kick for Jake Lems.
Yes, Lems playing a very good outing for the Bears so far, and we'll see if Coach Parker makes any changes in that, but I don't think he will because Kelm, even with the 3 goals he has led up, you can attribute that to the maybe poor back-end defense by the Bears, so they're going to want to improve that. So Kelm really, although still a very good outing despite everything.
Thank you for correcting me, Logan. That is Jake Kelm, not Jake Lems. I apologize.
You are all good.
J.J. Williams on the ball, bodied off of it by TJ Ellis. TJ Ellis, great control there as he looks to form a counterattack. Nutmegs one of the Potsdam defenders. Great play by TJ, but a horrible through ball will lead to Josue Escobar on the wing trying to make a play. Josue Escobar plays it down to Alex Maciarello. Maciarello tries to play straight back to Jose, and they will lose it for an Oswego State throw-in. Great nutmeg by TJ.
Certainly was, Nick. I think that will contribute to a lot of Lakers' chances. And I don't think in these final 5 minutes it's really been a stalemate we've seen between both teams. No ball really. There's not been a ton of chances generated. They like to generate those, but there's not been a ton generated because both teams have applied maybe more of an aggressive defense, but that hasn't really turned into offensive chances, especially for the Bears. I've said that so much, but it really can't be understated how much they need this urgency now.
And 2 substitutions made, Amid Al-Amid and Edis Utmarovic coming out for the 2 strikers, Derek Rivera and Jay Ellis, as we see the Oswego Lakers swing the field. Benjamin Brooks playing it out wide, right there to Ethan Caruana, straight back to Benjamin Brooks. And now we have a ball played in by Husselbeck. Husselbeck straight from Al-Amid, one-on-one in the box. Husselbeck wants his hat trick, won't get it, takes a shot on goal, and nothing doing. It was a shot by Benjamin Brooks, I believe. And now we see an Oswego State corner. Apologies. Shot was made by Vladimir Lavranenko, not Benjamin Brooks. But we will see this corner kick coming in, though. It will not go short. They'll play it across the field Ball is whipped in here, looking for a header. Diving header attempt.
Wow.
Very, very close there. That was Scout McCumsky on the header, Logan.
Corner kick right into McCumsky. Maybe not the right angle, though. Tried to get that on net. Went right to the left of the net, though. And Kelm certainly won't be mad at that one.
And we have another corner, this time being taken by Ryan Bulis. Bulis looking to honestly replicate what just happened there. McCumsky very close to making this game 4-1 and very out of the hands of the Potsdam Bears as we see another corner whipped in. Bounced off two Lakers. Lavranenko tries to chip the ball back in. Amit Al-Amid tried to swing it onto his head. Couldn't get the angle. McCumsky now on the wing trying to make something happen. Gets bodied off the ball. And that will be another Oswego corner kick.
Yeah, such a physical game from our focal point, from our viewpoint. We saw the Laker go down there, and the Bears pushed them down. Such a physical game. Maybe the Bears getting frustrated in just committing those careless penalties, which you don't like to see if you're Coach Adam Parker of the Bears.
Ball whipped in by Caruana short, but it will be out for another corner as it deflected off another SUNY Potsdam defender. 23 minutes and 11 seconds left on the clock in this SUNYAC conference matchup. And right now it's looking all Oswego, Logan.
Yeah, no doubt. It really is looking all Oswego. It hasn't been into the Bears' side where they've liked in so long.
Hustle back right on the bar. Lofted. I feel like it would have been easy for Kelm there, but a very, very scary chance for the Potsdam Bears. But they are very happy to get this ball out of their half with this goal kick.
Nick, we're getting overshots and shots to the side, left and right, as the Lakers try to produce so many shots on goal. They are getting those shots on goal, but sometimes just an overshot or it goes to the right or left. Unfortunate for the Lakers, but still, they have to be happy with a comfortable 3-1 lead.
And we have another substitution. J.J. Williams comes out for Wyatt Moki. And I want to mention the shots, too. Oswego have had 20 shots this game. Potsdam have had 1. It's been a very unfortunate showing for Potsdam offensively. They really need to get more shots on target if they want to stay into this game. As we see Kieran Husselbeck trying to make a play down the ball, but a foul is called by the referee from an incoming tackle. Played short by Ian Husselbeck, but the ref stops it again. And that was made by, I believe, number 22. That is Jason Viola. And we have a free kick here, and Kieran Husselbeck standing over it. Might play it short to Lavranenko, though.
Nick, I just want to hit on something real quick before Husselbeck kicks it. Since SUNY Morrisville game where the Lakers tied 2-2, they've only allowed 2 goals. Only one against number 13, Cortland.
Caruana, now that's a side volley I can appreciate. The 2 beforehand, they were a little iffy, lacked power. Caruana, that's a very good chance there, as he's been playing amazing all year.
Only allowing 1 goal against number 13, Cortland. That's a very good offense. Maybe the Lakers, though, applying tighter defense in that game. That's carried into the last game against New Paltz on October 11th. Tied 1-1, and now, as we see 3-1, only 1 goal allowed yet again.
What a play by McCumsky there to hit it straight off Jason Viola's foot into a goal kick for the Oswego State Lakers. Scout McCumsky honestly might be my man of the match, Logan. He's been a phenomenal player this entire time as he plays Kieran Husselbeck in, and the Lakers retain possession.
Nick, I wouldn't even hate you for that decision or dislike you because you can look up and down the roster, up and down the depth chart of who's played this game. Even if they don't show up in the box score, we've seen how much of an impact they made on the defensive end. And on the offensive end, you have players such as Husselbeck, both brothers, Ian and Kieran. And then you have Tajay Ellis, that 1-goal scorer. So you can really go up and down the roster and pick out your player of the game, Nick.
And now Ian Husselbeck trying to win the ball back as the Potsdam Bears try to get possession back. Lavranenko plays it straight over to McCumsky. McCumsky tries to play a through ball to Edis Amarovic. Will be too short there, though. Phenomenal play there by Caruana to win the ball back. Edis Amarovic on the ball. Loses it in a battle in a 1v1. And now a big fight there. Ref sees a call for the Potsdam Bears. It will be a free kick.
Yes, certainly. Well, Nick, I mean, as we wind down in 20 minutes, I don't know how much offensive wherewithal or offensive gas, I should say, you have left in the tank. The Bears are going to need to take whatever chances they have. Am I wrong?
You are not wrong at all, Logan. 20 minutes left. The Bears really need to finally get that one showing. If they get 1 goal, they're back into this game, and they could do something that we wouldn't expect at all coming out of the Potsdam Bears.
Yeah, I don't know. Coach Adam Parker probably lit a fire under his team in the halftime huddle. the team, though, they just need to hone into their senses, hone into their usual strong suits of play, and really just attack the game fiercely.
A couple more substitutions made. Ian Husselbeck and Ethan Caruana come off for Marcus Baker and Jason Wojtak, as that entire Oswego offense that has started this half has changed. We have Amid Alameda on the ball. Wojtak plays over to Kieran Husselbeck. Kieran Husselbeck plays out to Ryan Bulis. Bulis with acres of space tries to play a through ball into Baker or Edis. Edis, chest on his chest. Edis Amarovic, one-on-one. Edis Amarovic, 4-1. What a play by Edis, and a beautiful ball in by Ryan Bulis as well. That is a phenomenal play to make it 4-1 and might have gotten this game out of hand for Potsdam. And as we see, coming into this replay, we have Ryan Bulis playing a phenomenal ball here. Edis Amarovic takes the ball down with his chest. Baker tries to get onto it. Edis wins a tackle. It's a one-on-one with the keeper, and a phenomenal goal by Edis Amarovic. What a play, Logan.
Nick, I mean, the Lakers are just absolutely running away with this. Simon Bastone came in about 15 seconds before the goal happened. He was able to assist Omarevic on that goal. The two were in the box, able to confuse keeper Kelm. Simon Bastone just gets right to Omarevic for the goal.
And I want to apologize. I've been confusing Bastone with Marcus Baker this entire broadcast. I will sincerely apologize on that. Simon Bastone's been playing an amazing game as well for these Oswego State Lakers.
Yes, he certainly has, one of the many beneficiaries for the Lakers this game, really. Again, as I say, you can go up and down the roster, just pick out your favorite player of the game or the best player of the game.
And here we go again. We restart play with press by Amid Alamid. Josue Escobar tries to play a deep ball down to number 19. That would be Kyan Teed. And we have another goal kick for the Oswego State Lakers. 18 minutes and 21 seconds left in this play, Logan. And is there anything Potsdam can do to get back into this game?
I mean, if there's any gas left in the tank, the Bears will need to hit the gas or hit the pedal. I mean, because what can you do now down 4-1 except just take any chances you can get? I've said that so many times this match, but really in every sport, that's a key factor when you're down by so much. Soccer, 3-goal lead, or down by is too much maybe.
Viola hit in the box and a penalty is called. Potsdam Bears will have a penalty. Jason Viola hit in the box, and Scout McCumsky is the one to cause the penalty. A very, very promising opportunity for these Potsdam Bears as they try to get into this game with 17 minutes and 50 seconds left. The Oswego State Lakers surrounding the ref, asking questions, but they're not going to get a different change. I think that is a clear penalty. Logan, what do you think?
Yeah, I would have to agree with you, Nick. And for the Lakers, that's their 7th penalty of the game. I mean, the referees know best. They've been in training for so long. No matter how much you may disagree with them, it's hard to despite that they've been in the training for so long. They know the game, so, I mean, it's their best call, their best judgment. And yes, that's the Lakers' 7th foul of the game. So we'll see if the Bears can maybe conjure up anything on this possession, on this shot on goal.
Kyle Rose in net for the Oswego State Lakers. Over the kick, the Potsdam Bears hoping to make this game 4-2. Ref blows the whistle. Running up to the kick. Ball is kicked. Saved by Kyle Rose off the foot. What a play by the Oswego State Lakers. Goalkeeper Kyle Rose. And now Potsdam have a corner kick, but what a play.
Wow, Rose able to jump right on that ball. He knew what was coming. He just ran to the right side.
What a save by Rose. Goes to the left side, middle, and Kyle Rose right off of his foot. What a save. Corner played in now. Jason Wojtak clears the ball, and the Potsdam Bears heads down, disappointed in that penalty, Logan.
Yeah, very chaotic play. Rose just able to jump on that right away, as you said, as it drifted off. And Rose and his teammates surrounding him in support, as they should right after. Rose maybe making a case why he should get another SUNY Defensive Athlete of the Week award, Nick.
Completely agree, Logan. What a save that was. Off the foot might be the best feeling a goalkeeper can ever achieve. And as we see right now, coming down the wing, ball played into Simon Bastone. Bastone plays it over to Benjamin Brooks. Benjamin Brooks plays it wide. I believe that is Jason. No, that is not Jason Wojtek. My apologies. On the ball is Edis Amarovic. Simon Bastone plays it into the middle. Bears looking for a handball. They won't get it. And we will see an Oswego State Laker corner.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what can happen. Now, Nick, do you think the Bears have anything left in the tank?
That's a spirit crusher, Logan, in my personal opinion. I feel like saving a penalty like that when you're down 4-1, that's your chance to get back into the game. 16 minutes is a lot of time in this beautiful game, and that penalty save could be a very focal point in this Oswego Lakers team to keep them in the lead. Lavranenko trying a shot one time right over the bar into the back of the net, and the Potsdam Bears will have a goal kick as we see two substitutions being made for the Potsdam Bears. We see number 9, Naphtali Castro coming off, and we see number 19, Kyan Teed coming off the field. We'll get back to who came on the field in a minute as we see this goal kick being made by James Kelm.
Yeah, Nick, another errant shot. This one by Vladimir Lavranenko just missed high of the net, hit the top of the net, and now the Lakers will get it back.
Lavranenko's been all over the field this evening. He's been a great player for the Oswego State Lakers, as we'll see Oswego State Laker throw in here. And going back to those substitutions, it was Naphtali Castro for Logan Bush. Bush comes back on the field, and Kylan Teed comes off of the field for J.J. Williams.
Yeah, and as I cited earlier, I mean, they hit on my prediction. Maybe Bush comes in within the final 20 to 15 minutes. He got those fresh legs. He was in a lot of the first period and some of the second period, so his legs are probably very tired, but got that rest, able to shake that fatigue off, and now down 3. We'll see if he can do anything for his Bears.
Exactly, Logan. You got a great point there, and here we go. We have another throw-in being made here. Deep throw down the right side, looking for Kieran Husselbeck. Kieran Husselbeck wins the ball back, trying to keep possession. Will keep possession down to Rowan King. King plays it in the middle, Lavranenko. Lavranenko to McCumsky. McCumsky looking wide for Bulis. Will play Bulis. Bulis down the left side, looking for something. Chops it. Trying to get Marciello to move. My apologies. McCumsky trying to play a through ball over the top to Amid Al-Amid. Amid pressing hard. Will win it, but he will not. He'll mistouch it, and it will be a Potsdam Bears throw-in.
Yeah, now we'll see what the Potsdam Bears can do from here. They're surrounded by a sea of white jerseys.
White jerseys indeed. Bulis wins it back. McCumsky, giant clearance. That's not going to hit the ground for about an hour. Ball gets played into number 15 of the Potsdam Bears. That will be Wyatt Moki. Moki still on the ball right now. Great play by Moki right now. Dribbling through 2 players on the wing right now for the Bears. Loses it. Rowan King, phenomenal tackle. King now dribbling down the sideline. King looking for something here. Wants a through ball. Gets a through ball. Edis Amarovic trying to get back onto the ball. The defender mistouches it. Touches it again for Oswego State. Throw in.
Yeah, now we'll see what the Bears can do from here. Or the Lakers, I should say, sorry, as they attempt to play, as I keep saying, more of the slow game. They don't need to do anything. They don't need to press up so much. Final 13 minutes, you're really up by 3. You really don't need to do too much else.
Marcus Baker plays it into Edis Amarovic. Looked for Kieran Husselbeck, cleared out again. Marcus Baker is in the game now for Simon Bastone. Funny how the guy I confused him with is now in for him. That's great. But we have another Oswego State Laker throw-in. Looking down the sideline here for a throw maybe into the box. Amid Al-Amid making the run over the top. Trying to find something here. Ball controlled by Edis Amarovic. On the wing now, looking for something. Slips. Losing his footing in the corner. This is what we call time wasting at its finest. Now tries to make the move. Doesn't make the move in time, and we have an Oswego State Lakers corner kick. That's best case scenario for these Oswego Lakers.
Certainly is, and as you said, time wasting, that's what the Lakers want to do. And I assume within these final 12 to 13 minutes, they're going to want to put some of the younger guys in. You know, they're running away with this game. It's easy to say, to make a prediction that they could win this one 4-1 if they don't tack another one on. So they just want to put those younger guys in to get experience against a SUNY foe that is Potsdam. Good experience that they do get.
Another corner kick, and Logan, I fully agree with you. We saw freshman Sean Gilligan make an appearance earlier in this evening. I believe that we should see a little more substitutions from the Oswego Lakers than we normally see. Maybe get some game time, maybe get some potential build-up for the Oswego Lakers, and maybe find some stars that, or some diamonds in the rough, some would say. We have another ball played here. Amid Al-Amid wins it back. Bulis tries to find across the field. Enes Amarovic pressing, loses it. Wojtak now at the top of the 18, trying to make a move. Wojtak plays Amid on the wing. Amid Al-Amid in a one-on-one. Wins it off his defender. Now it's Enes Amarovic. Enes plays it in the middle. Looking for something. Marcus Baker! 5-1 for the SUNY Oswego Lakers. Marcus Baker comes off the bench and scores an amazing goal for the Oswego Lakers to make it 5-1 and potentially seal the deal. And as we check the replay right now, Amid Al-Amid wins it off his defender, plays it through the middle. Enes Amarovic loses it. And then finally, Marcus Baker in the middle puts a beautiful one to the back of the net to make this lead 5-1, increases it to 4. Logan, what do you think?
Wow. I mean, the Lakers just not taking their foot off the gas pedal at all. I said that the Bears might have some gas left in the tank. I guess the Lakers stole that from their engine. And now the Lakers taking it as Baker has that gas, able to put one through the net to make it 5-1. And now it's inconceivable, pretty much, that the Bears can make a comeback within these final 11 minutes, barring an absolute miracle, Nick.
And this is Oswego's best scoring game so far this season. They've played phenomenal this entire game. Potsdam scoring 1 goal in the game as well. This is a game to forget for the Potsdam Bears. The Oswego Lakers, though, shifting their momentum, maybe even into the SUNYAC playoff contention if they can get this going. A clearance made by J.J. Williams again to give Oswego State Lakers a throw-in immediately. And my God, Logan, this has been a great game for the SUNY Oswego Lakers.
It certainly has. I mean, they've dominated and absolutely conquered in all departments. When you talk about offense, when you talk about defense, when you talk about goalkeeping with Rose, he's been able to deny anything. And on the offensive front, as I said, Potsdam Bears not able to stop the Lakers from just imposing the will on all ends.
And this has been all Oswego, as you said. Rose letting the first one of the game, and that was kind of a wake-up call for the Lakers, I would say, as we see them still on the attack, still wanting more. Baker getting the ball deflected off him about 100 times as they clear the ball over to Rowan King, trying a Scorpion-esque clearance. Ball with Potsdam, as we see right now, playing around. Kyan Matthew clears the ball up top to Jason Viola. Viola loses it. That will be Scout McCumsky looking for Bulis out wide. Doesn't go to Bulis. He goes to Kyle Rose. Rose taking his time in the back.
Yeah, and now the Bears, with this loss that they're going to unfortunately probably suffer within these final 10 minutes, are going to fall to 0-6 in SUNYAC play and seemingly remain at the bottom with Canton only in front of them and Cortland at the top at 4-0-2 in conference play. Oswego in 8th.
Oswego now looking to just recycle possession. I believe they want to just kind of keep the ball, play some beautiful soccer as we see them doing right now as Marcus Baker's dribbling up the field, looking for the easy pass. Finally finds it on the right wing there, looking for something. Ball played over to the midfield. The midfield finds it straight to Amid Al-Amid. Amid Al-Amid up top, plays to Ryan Bulis. Pushed right after the play. Amid, advantage is played by the referee. Jason Wojtak on the wing, another push. 2 pushes in a row, and we'll have an Oswego State corner. Do you think a card is warranted for such a late hit, Logan?
Maybe, Nick. I mean, maybe the ref just didn't see that, or maybe just let it slip by. But yes, I do think maybe a card is warranted. That undisciplined play still getting the best of the Bears. Even as we wind down to 9 minutes, they are still getting frustrated, and you can see why, though. I mean, they're down 5-1, about to be 0-6 in SUNYAC play. That has to level a sense of frustration with you, but a loss like this teaches a lot, Nick.
Ball whipped in. Amid Al-Amid slips onto the ground, and now we have a counter-attacking opportunity for the Potsdam Bears. J.J. Williams trying to keep the ball with the Potsdam Bears, loses it straight down to Kyle Rose again. Kyle Rose looking for something in the wings here. Ryan Bulis played. Lucas Broskas back there. Multiple substitutions made that I haven't mentioned, by the way. Kieran Husselbeck for Eric Maldonado. We have Vladimir Levenenko off for Luke Brosokas. And we have Benjamin Brooks, who came off for Aiden Howard. Jason Wojtek now in the middle of the field. Took a touch a little too big. Amid Al-Amid trying to win it back. Does win it back. Read the pass perfectly. And now Jason Wojtek has it. Ryan Bulis with a little bit of time. Jason Viola trying to press him. A ball played into the middle. Nothing doing for the Lakers as James Kelm claims it easily and lets it go for Kyan Matthew. Matthew looking up the field, just clears the ball up to the top. Logan Bush waiting. And now we have Scout McCumsky trying to play it wide over to Marcus Baker. Baker in a one-on-one with Brody Spillman. And we will see a Potsdam throw-in to become by Brody Spillman. Spillman assisting the only goal on the night for the Potsdam Bears.
Yeah, and the Lakers can't emphasize enough, absolutely putting it on the Bears with 24 shots this game. 13 of those coming on goal. They got 13 corners. So as you look at the stats, as I am, you see them dominating in every department, and they hope to carry this into the next game, which comes against rival Plattsburgh on October 18th in Plattsburgh at the Fieldhouse Soccer and Lacrosse Complex. So we'll try to see them carry that momentum into their games, and as we transition into SUNY tournament play come November.
2 substitutions made. Max Malky subs out the penalty-saving Kyle Rose, and Azariah Ravenue subs out the center back who, in my opinion, has been the man of the match, Scout McCumsky. Getting some fresh faces on this field, Logan.
Yeah, I mean, these late-stage substitutions, I feel like, for both squads are more of in an effort to get individual experience for each and every player, because as I cited before, this is a very meaningful game, as any is in D3 soccer. I mean, when you're at the D3 soccer level as a freshman, you obviously want to develop into something special, and that's what each coach on each squad has in mind for their players.
And now we have Escobar passing it right back down to a through ball to J.J. Williams. Malky gets his first pickup of the night. Puts the ball straight back down, looking for something. Rowan King is out wide. Ryan Bulis now with the ball, looking for something. Straight back to King. King could recycle it to Malky. He does. Max Malky now looking for something. Loses the ball. Max Malky, horrible mistake, and a goal for the Potsdam Bears late in the game with 6 minutes and 28 seconds left. That's a goal by Jason Viola. Max Malky, head down, just came into the game. It's a very disappointing play by the substitute goalkeeper. I can't believe it. And if we look on this replay here, Rowan King plays it straight back and hopes to recycle it. And the goalie just loses it from Viola. Viola pressing high, and easiest goal of Viola's life. Very disappointing for the Oswego second goalie.
Yeah, I mean, Malky just letting that one get right past by him. That is Viola's first goal of the season. Very underrated player in the offense. He has logged just under 400 minutes on this season, getting very meaningful experience, as I said. And you let that backup goalie in. As good as Malky has been all season, that's one of his shortcomings, unfortunately. But he's still a very important piece to this Laker team and will continue to be.
Rowan King plays it out wide. That's Aiden Howard. Aiden Howard plays it to Maldonado. Maldonado, great turn there, looking for something. Finds Jason Wojtak with loads of space in the midfield. Tries to play a through ball there. Nothing doing. Ball attempted to be cleared out. Amid Al-Amid, phenomenal press for the Oswego State Lakers. Bulis on the ball. He's been everywhere this game. Looking for a cross. Won't find it. Wojtak, great touch with his left foot. Now looking to go back onto it with his right. Ball played into Maldonado. Maldonado playing it across the field to the right wing. Aiden Howard gets played back to him. Howard looking for a cross. Maybe over the top. Nothing doing. Maldonado, apologies, not Maldonado. He misuses the touch. And we have a handball called by the referee.
Yeah, Nick, and maybe that last goal by Viola will be sort of a silver lining for the Bears as they go into their next game. And again, like the Lakers, back in his SUNY tournament play, because you want to carry that offensive momentum into your next game, as that is their second goal of the game. So they like those chances being produced on offense and connecting on those chances.
And we have a substitution that was not mentioned before. We have Logan Bush coming off for Kyan Teed. Bush probably done for the day as we have 4 minutes and 43 seconds left on the clock. And now one straight back by Maldonado. Maldonado plays it out wide at Aiden Howard. Howard looking for something down the wing. Might not find it. He could recycle it, but he gets past his defender. Great play by Aiden Howard. Howard running down the sideline, looking for anything. May have hit that ball a little too much. Kyan Matthew trying to keep the ball to go out for a goal kick, and it will. It's a goal kick for the Potsdam Bears.
Yeah, it seemed like he felt the pressure of his defender coming on him after he made that move. Just had to get it out quickly, and as you said, sort of an errant pass. So that goes up, and now it is back into the Bears side of the field as Kelm will kick it out.
Ryan Bulis coming off the pitch for number 13, Tasei Nagayama. Tasei Nagayama being a sophomore from Vestal High School. I believe this is the first time he's seen the field this season.
Yeah, and certainly great experience for him, for the young gunner, looking to make a splash within this Lakers team, as is every other young player, Nick.
We have a throw in here for Aiden Howard. Throw made to Amid Al-Amid, looking for something down the line. Ball is won back by Lakers. Now it's Jason Wojtek in a 1v1. Wojtek plays it down the line, trying to win it back. They do win it back, but it's cleared out again by the Potsdam defense. Marcus Baker plays it out wide. Howard, Baker, mistouched by Baker. Short pass, and now Potsdam looking to get back on the attack right now. It's J.J. Williams trying to play a through ball. Does he have the pace? He does not. It will go out for an Oswego State throw-in as the time goes down to 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Logan, what are your key takes from this game?
My key takeaways, I'm going to start on the Oswego State Lakers end, is that they need to carry this offensive momentum into the next game against rival Plattsburgh State. Because at the beginning of the season, we saw them struggle against opponents, and as they transitioned into SUNY play, they also did struggle, but then they picked it back up, as I said in the first half, picked it back up against their last 3 opponents in Morrisville, number 13 Cortland, and New Paltz, even though the loss against Cortland only allowed 1 goal, and they are number 13 in the nation in D3, so you love to see that. They want to carry this momentum into the next match. And I think for the Potsdam Bears, even with a 5-2 loss, you can learn a lot from this. Coach Adam Parker will instill in his team that they need to improve on back-end help and also evading a tough defense like this, and maybe need to implement better strategies.
We have a ball played by Maldonado to Amid Al-Amid. Didn't get there in time. Josue Escobar won that off of him. A clearance made by Kyan Mathieu. Looking for another play here. The Potsdam Bears trying to win something. The ball will be kicked out, will be headed out for a Potsdam throw-in.
Nick, what are your key takeaways from this game?
This is a very good confidence booster for the Oswego State Lakers. The Lakers have been on an uprising little streak recently. Yes, 1-0 to Cortland is a loss, but 13th in the nation, as you mentioned, has been a phenomenal result in my opinion. Tying New Paltz, scoring a first half goal was definitely something special, and now coming into this game winning 5-2 as the score stands. If it could change in 2 minutes, but as it stands right now it is 5-2. If they win this game here, it's a phenomenal showing. Malky scoops that and lays down, and this is a very good confidence booster for the Oswego Lakers as they try for a playoff spot in the SUNY tournament.
Yeah, without a doubt, it is a great win for the Lakers, and I want to highlight Malky, who just came in just logging over 90 minutes now on the season, playing in 1 game, starting that 1 game, just with 5 saves on the season, but a good save percentage of .714. And now, as we transition into the final minute of this game with the win, the Lakers will be 3-5-5 on the season, 2-2-2 in conference play. As for the Bears, they will suffer their 8th loss of the season, go to 4-8-1. And again, 0-6-0, unfortunately for them in conference play, and remain at the bottom.
As we wind down to a minute left on the clock, 5-2 here at Laker Turf. Oswego up by 3 against the Potsdam Bears in SUNY conference play. We have another foul called.
Season 2. We have a ton of stuff planned this season. I'm so excited. I'm sure y'all have a lot of questions like, why you only released 2 episodes last semester? Like, what happened? Well, I lost everything. Yeah, it's been a little rough for me lately. I lost a lot of stuff. I lost my hair. I lost my wrist for like a week. I lost my quarterback. I lost my lighting kit too, so I think the hardest thing that I lost was Seth. Seth's gone. Cut!
The DJI Osmo Pocket 3.
You try it. What makes you think I can? You're the host of the show. I'm just like, wait. Anyway.
Maybe one day it'll make like an extra scenes kind of thing. So be on the lookout. They're having a sale on donuts.
Seth has passed on. His death wasn't expected. I'm still mourning him. You know, I've lost a lot of stuff, but I think that probably hurt the worst. That was a tough week for me. I don't know if I can do this without him. I can't even film this without him using the tripod. I have to keep looking at the thing on the side, so to make sure I look good in frame. It's not the same. Cat cam, cat cam, cat cam, cat cam, oh shoot, cat cam, cat cam zany, cat cam zany, cat cam zany. How am I supposed to do this now? I think I'm gonna do it live. That's right. Cooked, it will be live. We are doing it. We're doing it now. Woo! Gotta be honest, it's really awkward recording this alone. Cooked is gonna be live. We're going to the studio. We're gonna teleport there right now. Go to the Alex Mobile. Go.